order between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Yoel Romero. All right, so here he is, the soldier of God, Olympic silver medalist, Yoel Romero. It's amazing to think he hasn't had a UFC belt around his waist. Most people think, or I should say, some people think he did enough to beat Robert Whittaker back in the day, but this is still one of the best middleweights on planet.
He's one of the most naturally talented guys that I've ever met. From the moment I met him back in the wrestling days, way back around 2001, you understood that you were looking at something special in Yoel Romero. And although he started his career very late, I knew that he would get to this point. Now that he has developed that quick knockout ability, couple that with his wrestling, and you have one of the perennial middleweight top contenders.
Hard to find a lot of glaring weaknesses when you study the film on Yoel Romero. Some might knock the cardio, but seems to get his breathers in there in a 25-minute fight. And you've heard past opponents like Luke Rocco, Robert Whittaker talk about literally kicking a man of steel.
He's stoned.
Yoel Romero, folks, here he is. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion in a division full of killers. He has remained the hunted at 170 pounds. Now, unquestionably staring at his toughest challenger to date. Can he go back home as the champion? If he can, another chapter to one of the greatest welterweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Romero is 12 years his senior. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the Octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, presenting the challenger, Yoel Soldier of God Romero. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so for the championship, you'll be giving you instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. It's going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon. Big, powerful punch lands.
stuffs the takedown there. Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Close guard. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these.
Hands on point. He is a master in transition. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Timing his shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
So just over 20 total strikes, folks.
There you go. There you go.
Now connects with a right. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack the arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out.
Now into his mount.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Romero. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Nurmagomedov's right back to the full mount. Oh, and he gives up his back here, DC. I know you've never had your back taken in the UFC. You've never been submitted, but this is not a good spot for the defensive fight.
It's not a very good spot for him, but the guy on bottom needs to stay patient. He cannot panic. He needs to find a way to get back to his back. Lay on his mat. He's got to get his back to the mat. He has to get his back to the mat, so then he can start to work on his defensive transitions. You don't want a guy like this who's so good at controlling this position, just on top of you and riding you. Take your time, but get back to your back and start to try to recover your half guard.
All right, here we go, DC. Our next round is underway, and he's chasing some punch stat records tonight. That was some serious volume and efficiency in the previous round.
Normally you see that in boxing, where a guy just throws so many strikes, break all the punch records before the night is over.
Oh, that's a good right hand. Reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Nurmagomedov's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Ooh, all right, he's got the full mount now, DC, and he has proven to be a hard guy to buck off from this position. Looks like a potential submission attempt here.
An attacking armbar. You gotta recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you gotta move him off, and you gotta cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Somehow stays in the fight. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
90 seconds remain in the round. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent. Uh-oh.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob. Oh, looked like that left hand found the target.
Found the target, as it has on so many occasions tonight.
Nice hammer fist. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. 72 total strikes and counting have already found the mark for Yoel Romero. And as sharp an effort as we have seen, 85% accuracy against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Man, he's the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. The soldier of God gets caught with that punch. All right, single collar time now. Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there, really starting to connect it. All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, he's more than content to work off of now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And this might just be a matter of time. Brilliant submission defense there.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, hammer fist here by Romero. Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beaten, and now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that ends the fight.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Oh, nice right hand.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. I mean, how many can he take? Oh, the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down. The opponent better move out of harm's way or the referee's going to stop this.
He better start to move, and when his opponent starts to posture, he needs to put his feet on the hips, push him away to try to escape this very, very dangerous position.
Well, he's got his back now. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. Ground and pound strike there now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Let's get him to the ground. Get him to the ground, finish the fight. Give me that arm lock.
We now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championship rounds?
You understand that you are getting close now. The night is almost over. The goal is within reach now. 15 minutes down, good to go.
Oh, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Keep it busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Romero.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Nurmagomedov getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
Stay tight, stay tight.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Back to the feet now. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now. The ground and pound has been there all night. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, the ground and pound is there. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
15 seconds to go. Oh, nice combination of strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent, not unlike Muhammad Ali over Sonny Liston.
Oh, that's a good reference. If you're standing and your opponent's on the ground, you're doing really good work.
All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. High volume of strikes landed in the previous round.
High volume of strikes landed. He was able to be accurate, but also very, very active in his approach to the start of this fight.
Takedown defense holds up, and they separate. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slow. Oh, nice job to defend the takedown and scramble to his feet. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Changes his stance. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody.
And straight punch lands. That's as good a punch as he's thrown on.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the one that lands perfect, and that one landed perfect.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Nurmagomedov. Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Oh, looks like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe set up a Kimura here, DC.
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
He might get a finish here.
He's going to turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish. What a beautiful Kimura finish by this great fighter.
And I don't care how high your threshold is for pain. When you're in that compromised state, better to tap and fight another day.
It's so crazy because people think the pressure's on your arm. It's all your shoulder. When somebody has a really good Kimura, it feels like they're going to break your shoulder. That's why you have to tap.
So a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
And there he is, the UFC welterweight champion of the world. What a moment for him here tonight as he earns the victory by submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 47 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by tap out and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
So the internationally recognized Sambo master Khabib Nurmagomedov stays undefeated here tonight. And the opposition may know what's coming, but more often than not in the UFC, they have been unable to stop it. Khabib Nurmagomedov